what you're looking for.
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes.
Do you think that worked?
I do think that works, Jason and everyone. And Sean is on his way. And Jason, shall we introduce these fine folks?
Yes, ma'am. Let's go.
All right, let's do it. First, I'm gonna turn the this whatnot. Okay, first from Chicago, Illinois, destined disruptor, a wealth as usual, forging finance into transparency, ethics, and human connection, where integrity is the new ROI. Cornell trained, book featured, and battle tested through 2 decades of Fortune 500 trenches to champion autonomy over compliance, authenticity architect at heart, coaching advisors to serve people over products, and build trust first strategies that sparks real impact. Let's welcome to the show, Michael Holden. Hello, Michael. Welcome to the Heart of Influence again. And Michael, we kicked this show off with a fun fact. And this is a headline fun fact, not a story. And so, Michael, it could be something that you're proud of, something cool that you've done. But Michael, something that would make us go, Michael, no way.
Okay, well, first, I know you're from Jersey, and I have to ask permission as a guy from Chicago. May I request permission to speak freely in giving you my fun fact?
You may.
Michael, you're ready.
Freely,
Michael, you're ready. Over the time and distance. Belle is not even from New Jersey. I am from New Jersey. But yes, speak freely. And your headline fun fact is a sentence, not a story. So Michael, please take it in. I'm Sean Callaghy, and I'm working on technical difficulties, and I'm blind. But Michael, your headline fun fact.
Hi, Sean. Well, my fun fact is I used to be a burnt-out, miserable asshole, and now I'm not.
That's what Bella said that I am today. So Michael, there's a perfect headline fun fact.
That is a perfect headline.
Yeah. Happy Fun Friday. So Bella, who is next?
Rolling with Michael from Santa Maria, California, senior services and comprehensive care innovator with over a decades, shaping breakthrough strategies, combining advanced coding expertise with compassionate, high-impact leadership, revenue and operations driver who boosted healthcare billing accuracy and re-engineered operational workflows and led teams to deliver measurable results, community-centered leader who championed the empowerment of older adults, blending technical mastery with heart-led advocacy to elevate dignity and voice. Let's welcome to the show, Noi Carr.
Hi, everybody. Again.
Hello. And Bella said Noi? Bella?
Noi. Yep, like joy,
Yeah,
but
Noi.
with an N.
Right.
Yeah, cool. Noi, warm welcome. It's a super cool name. And please, your headline fun fact.
There is a mall in Kaneohe, Hawaii that has a graveyard in the parking lot. And those that are buried in that parking lot is my family.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That is listen, Noi, we've had 8,000 people on this show. No exaggeration, like literally. Thanks for being here today. We've had 8,000 people on the show. And that is definitely a top 10 most unique headline fun fact. So thanks, Noi, for sharing it. Warm welcome. Belvrita, Noi is here.
Noi is here and rolling with Noi from Scottsdale, Arizona, transformation strategist who scaled billion-dollar portfolios, integrated 100+ startups, and built global teams 1,800 strong, from Fortune 500 boardrooms to innovation labs, delivering change that fuels profit, people, and the planet without compromise. Cross-industry leader in finance, healthcare, sustainability, and tech, turning big ideas into measurable, lasting impact. Let's welcome to the show, Jan Belt.
Lovely to be here. Thanks, Bella.
Jan, warm welcome to Jay. Jay is one growth-driven, heart-centered, integrous dude committed to mastery. And Jan, please, your headline fun fact.
Well, I am the first American in my family. My dad was a rugby coach at UCLA. So I understand Scrum from a team level, from a baby, up to now doing agile development and management consulting. So we're a little less mud, a little less grass stains, but I love to be in a Scrum.
That's fun.
Jan, Scrums are present in the building. Bella, not confused. Come on.
Not confused. Jan, welcome to the Heart of Influence. And from Los Angeles, California, transforms complex health data into life-saving action, turning everyday medical systems into engines of delivery and faster patient breakthroughs. Bridges medicine, technology, and research to boost technical trial success, improve care, and bring the next-gen treatments from lab to bedside, known as the clinical build bridger, inspiring trust across healthcare teams while breaking down barriers between innovation and patient impact. Let's welcome to the show, Jeff Brown.
Jeff, warm welcome to you, part of Influence on this Fun Friday, and please, your headline fun fact.
Staying aligned with our goal of being authentic. In about 3 weeks, I will be undergoing a very aggressive spinal surgery. So I'm all about today's self-care and data. Very much on my mind.
Wow. Jeff will be, seriously, we'll say a prayer for that. That is not a joke by any stretch of the imagination. And I hope all that goes well. And really thank you with all that coming for being here today, Jeff.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, Rita, we got some authentic, transparent humans. Let's go.
That we do. Incredible human beings here. Next up, from Modesto, California, devoted wife and mother whose passion for family inspires the same loyalty and commitment she brings to every challenge. Commanding leader and office manager with 15 years of experience in medical billing and coding, running operations with accuracy, authority, and heart. From the boardroom to kickbox rings, blending discipline, strength, and strategy to win every arena. Let's welcome Trina Chavez.
Hello.
Serena, I like the kickboxing. I'm hearing like Kumite, Miss present in the building, and please, your headline fun fact.
Well, my fun fact is that I actually very much enjoy the mat. Kickboxing is my outlet, so I really do love that. And if you were ever to meet me, you wouldn't look at me and think that I will take it out on the mat.
Have you ever seen the movie Kickboxer with Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Yes.
Nice. Let's go, Bella. We're going to roll on the Kumite. Let's go.
Rolling on the Kumite. Trini, welcome to the Heart of Influence. And our next guest, Sean, you might be a little bit familiar with from Pleasanton, California, pioneering rheumatology leader with over 25 years of expertise, blending global medical training with compassionate, community-focused care, known for a rigorous treat-to-target approach, crafting personalized plans that combat advanced diagnostics, infusion therapy, and regenerative medicine for lasting mobility and resilience. Accomplished researcher and public scholar, driving breakthroughs in autoimmune health, vitamin D science, and complex links between inflammation, metabolism, and cardiovascular well-being. Let's welcome to the show, Dr. Araj.
Raj, warm welcome, brother. Wonderful to have you here today, Raj. And please, your headline fun fact.
I actually brought the fun things. One of my patients gave me this mug, and it's about rheumatologists. Wrote down a person who does precision guesswork based on unreliable data provided by those of questionable knowledge.
I love you, brother. You are the best.
Yeah, that's actually the actual mug.
That is a super cool mug. Appreciate you. And Araj, we're going to have a little bit of fun today.
Yeah.
Let's go get it, fella. Araj is in the building.
Araj is in the building, ready to have some fun. And next up, the man that brought us all here together from San Jose, California, healthcare innovator with over 3 decades of critical care expertise, leading teams from trauma centers to nationwide facilities and redefining what's possible for patient care and provider freedom. Transformational leader helping professionals combat burnout and transition from high-pressure clinical roles to greater autonomy, turning passions into sustainable livelihoods. Accomplished martial artist, author, and mentor who channels discipline, resilience, and heart-centered leadership into building lasting impact in both personal and professional arenas. Let's welcome to the show, Mr. Jason Elliott.
Jay, appreciate you, brother. This is a dude that makes it happen, and he does it with heart and integrity. Jay, thanks for causing today. And please, Jay, on your Heart of Influence, your headline fun fact, as you add value by bringing people together.
Awesome. Well, let's stick with the martial art theme. And fun fact is I had the opportunity to step onto the mat with one and only Benny the Jet. And I learned at that time 2 things that I discovered. One, that gravity feels personal. And the second is that it's a whole different universe when you're standing in front of somebody who has truly mastered an art. And I can say that I went toe-to-toe with the Jet and lived to tell the tale.
Jay, that is awesome. That is truly awesome. And Jay, shall we do the things?
We shall do it.
Let's go. Let's introduce the woman who's been doing the introducing. And by the way, I got no notes. I'm blind, but this is who she is. She started her career in influence as an 8-year-old selling crafts on her parents' front lawn. She progressed to being a 7-figure business generator as a 19-year-old. Imagine that, like teenager in network marketing, 7 figures. 24 years old, 25 and 26, she's three-peating like Michael Jordan, except not in hoops, but instead in business brokerage as Nevada's #1 business broker at 24, 25, 26 years old. First woman ever to do it, youngest person, male or female, ever to do it, period. Take that, dudes in a male-dominated industry. Then she starts training Fortune 500 companies and entrepreneurs. And in fact, in 2019, every sales team Bella worked with doubled their sales. master skier, surfer, scuba diver, adventurer in the most extreme of conditions. Maybe she learned it from a blind man. It better be that today. And maybe she learned it from YouTube. It depends on her affinity for the blind man on that day. She also is a philanthropist that's raised $10 million plus for charity with the Unblinded team. And this is a woman who in 2023, as a two-time, about to be three-time published author, publicly battled and defeated cancer. Let's welcome to Jay's Heart of Influence, in her more than 1,800th episode, co-hosting the show, the woman that put the heart in the Heart of Influence, the one, the only, Bella Verita.
Yay, Bella!
So thank you, Sean and everyone. And I was going to go with the fun fact that in a couple weeks I celebrate 2 years cancer-free. But since we brought up Matt's and Sean's feeling a little spicy with me today, I thought I would remind him that he lost one very important wrestling match to the one and only Bella Verita. So my fun fact for today is this wrestling champion that came out of Emerson High School has lost in a wrestling match to yours truly, Bella Verita. That's my fun fact I'm going with today, Sean.
Holy deletion, dilution, distortion on Fun Friday. But for the sake of time and for Jay, I will leave it right there. But Bella Verita, I would be happy to do a demo anytime, any place, anywhere. Yeah. So thank you for that. So Bella, let's go do the things.
Let's go do the things. And if you want to open your camera, I'll introduce my co-host, the man that Tony Robbins said, there's no one who leads with more heart and more integrity than Sean Callagy. He beats world champions like Becky at body surfing competitions. He's only one of two attorneys to win two top 100 national jury verdicts between 2014 and 2016, and the only one that's blind out of 1.2 million attorneys. In fact, the state of New Jersey actually named him one of New Jersey's most influential attorneys. He has spoken on stages such as Disney, T-Mobile, Salesforce, Tony Robbins 18 times. And when he's not busy flying around speaking on stages, he is an incredible philanthropist that has raised nearly $10 million for charity in 2 years. Let's welcome the one, the only, Mr. Sean Callagy.
Jay, thank you. Warm welcome to all. Bella Verita, appreciate the introduction for sure. And I'm going to go with this. Yes, I'm a blind man that's taught sighted people to ski, surf, and scuba dive in the most extreme of conditions. But since we're talking healthcare, we are tracking to collect for healthcare providers in 2025, this year, $600 million plus. And with the current tracking pace, we believe we'll collect $1 billion for healthcare providers in 2026 alone. So Bella Verita, that is my headline fun fact.
That is a super fun fact, Sean Callagy. And with that, should we kick this show off?
Let's go.
How about we start with Noi?
Noi, this is what we're doing. All the things, you know, the founding fathers of our nation, the creation of the Miracle on Ice, the building of Amazon or Facebook, Warren Buffett's empire, Oprah Winfrey, all of it comes after one word. In fact, everything we all do and do not have after one word and only one word, and that word, of course, is yes. We're not talking pitching, hooking, closing, yuck, who wants that? But what does it look like when heart-centered, sophisticated people come together, Noi and everyone, and yes should actually happen? How do we get through all of the noise? And there's lots of noise. So Noi, to illustrate this, in our 1,800th plus episode, Bella and I, 2,000 episodes overall, Bella's going to be anyone you want her to be. She could be an ideal client or patient. She could be a charitable fundraising partner. Heck, she could be somebody famous like Oprah Winfrey or Warren Buffett, that there's something to get a yes with about. Anybody, Noi, that will be a yes, that will be effective and helpful for you. So please, Noi, and by the way, it doesn't have to be a sale or a final yes. It could just be a yes for a longer conversation. So please, Noi, who would you like Bella to be that you're going from hello to yes with? Noi, please.
I would like Bella to be a an executive within Dignity Health that I would like to partner and get them to partner with the PACE organization that I am building and opening as effective in January. And I would like to partner and have them
Okay,
take
cool.
care of my
So just an executive within Dignity Health?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go, Bella. She likes being executive. Come on, Noy. Come on, Bella.
Hello, this is Bella.
Hi, Bella. This is Noy Carr. I am the Chief of PACE and Senior Services Officer at Central Coast PACE, and I would like the opportunity to discuss how you and I can partner to serve our senior frail community within the Santa Monica or Santa Maria area.
Interesting. What kind of partnership do you have in mind?
Well, we would like to contract with Dignity Health on the specialties that Dignity has within its organization to be able to refer our patients to your specialty and come up with a payment plan. Our participants are Medi-Medi. However, as a PACE organization, we do not follow Medi-Medi guidelines, and we can come up with a comparable contract that would make it beneficial for you folks financially and beneficial for our participants to be seen by your specialties.
Well, I mean, we are always looking to partner with potential referral partners. So I don't know why we would even attempt to say no at that. Anything that you're looking for from us in that partnership?
Yes, we would ask that your specialties be readily available to see our frail senior communities, and we would refer on a regular basis. And if they happen to enter the hospital at a Dignity hospital, we would like to be notified immediately, and so that we can work together as a partnership, not to allow our participants to stay in the hospital for any length period of time.
I think, Noy, this is going to be a little bit longer of a conversation. So definitely want to find out a little bit more. So maybe you can come by the office and we can sit down in person and see where we could go from there.
That sounds like a fantastic idea. Is there anyone in particular that I need to reach out to set the appointment up?
Just reach out to Joy, my assistant, and she'll get you taken care of.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you taking the time to speak to me today. I hope that we can partner in the upcoming future.
Thank you so much for that, Joy. Appreciate you. Great job.
Noy, outstanding job.
Noy nailed it.
Yeah, great job, Noy. Bella of Raid, who's following up Noy?
Following Noy, and Sean, just it's so fun how the sun rays are coming in through your window and like shining down on you. Like, looks like the angels are like shining down on you. They're giving you a little bit of extra blessings today since you're feeling a little spicy.
Yes, thank you, Bella.
Let's go, Michael. Michael, how about who would you like for me to be?
Okay, Bella, I'm going to have you dig deep. So in order to do this, I need you to have experience selling crafts in your front yard at 8 years old.
Okay.
You must have attended at least one Super Bowl in person where the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were playing. You also must have been a person who went from drug dealer to God dealer.
I feel like I've been stalked.
And well, you are on more than 1,800 episodes, right?
But you watched a few, I can tell.
The biggest thing is, I just want you to be you because you're extraordinary, and ultimately, I just want it authentically on all of our hearts through the grace of God or whatever your divine is, to think about the benefit of people and loving them and serving them.
Michael, so you want Bella to be Bella? Is that right, Michael?
I'm sorry?
You want Bella to be Bella?
I want Bella to be Bella.
Let's go.
At least somebody thinks I'm great today. Hello, this is Bella.
Hello, Bella. I would like to reverse engineer and start with the result first.
Okay.
In the past couple years, I started as a person who completely was burnt out, miserable former executive of several multi-trillion dollar companies.
Hmm.
And the result is, in the past 24 months, say I lost 50 pounds.
Congratulations.
You can relate to this, Bella. I've survived cancer twice.
Wow.
I quit a seven-figure job before getting to this phone call through the
Wow.
grace of God because I wanted more and I wanted to serve more. And I've elevated in this time my relevance and presence to the most important relationships in my life. And today, the result is I'm the happiest, I'm the healthiest, and I'm the most aligned I've ever been in my life. Would you
Wow.
like to talk about how?
I would. I'm so fascinated.
I love it.
And you chose a way. You didn't get like caught at any Coldplay concerts or anything, did you?
Yeah.
No, no, no. Now that's Bella. I love it. So let's go with IQ, EQ, AQ. Simply,
Okay.
the intelligence quotient. It started in the 1900s. You were either smart or dumb. That was
Yep.
it. It was a condemnation.
Yeah.
EQ, everybody liked it because in the early 2000s, if you did your EQ push-ups, you got stronger. It was nice. It helped people.
Yeah.
I'm proposing the AQ, which is the authenticity quotient, but kind of like that hair commercial from the 80s. Like, I'm not only the president, I'm a client and I'm the first one, right? And with that being said, I started with the transformation that comes when we're honest with ourselves, right? So Einstein said, if you want to be so bold so as to change the world, where do you got to start? You got to change your mind. You got to change your mind. And it's on my heart. It's through my soul. I'm speaking through spirit in this call, where if we can get people to be comfortable with themselves again and authentically rewrite the narrative of how they engage themselves, that they were masterfully created, we can change the world one person at a time, one unblinded session at a time, and really just bringing authenticity back. So I'm proposing, and I'd love to speak more about it whenever there's more time, tools, community, insights to bring people back to their original design, which, by the way, is having an abundance mindset. That's what God
Well,
wants.
Michael, you are speaking my language, speaking to my heart and soul. And so I would love to. And my belly's yelling a little bit right now. So if you want to meet for a little bit of lunch at some point, you can propose all your ideas and we can see where we go from there.
Bella, I love it. Thank you for making this hello a yes and an opportunity to discuss further.
That is beautiful. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Noi. Outstanding. Bella Rita. We got the feedbackers.
We got the feedbackers, otherwise known as judges. Judges, this is the time in the show that we get to give back in the form of feedback. So it's going to be 30 seconds of feedback for Noi or Michael, something that they did great, something that they could do to improve, and then like what is a word of how they left you feeling. So let's kick it off with Jeff. And Jeff, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Noi?
So, Noi, I think the 30 seconds of feedback was I like what you did. I would have shuffled to the front of the top of the deck the idea that my organization wants to follow up with the people that come. We want to know immediately when people come in the door because much like you, we want to reduce nights in bed, which ultimately will drive savings for you. So this becomes, you laid out some other ways it was a win-win that we're medi-medi, but you guys, we can also give you competitive compensation. If you could also then follow that up with after they get there, we don't want to just drop them there. We want to make sure that they come out for the good of the patient and also for the good of your bottom line. Then that's an incredible gap that integrated delivery networks are looking for right now.
Nice. If you had one word, Jeff, for how Noi made you feel, what would that one word be?
Informed. She was clear about what she described.
Nice. Bella Rita, informed.
Thank you, Jeff.
Yes. Let's go, Trini. Trini, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Michael, please?
Cool. Well, I'm buying whatever you're selling. So it's great. It was very positive. The feeling I got left with was that I need to be a little more grateful for life, for health.
Nice. And in one word of how Michael made you feel.
Grateful.
Grateful. Beautiful. Bella Verita.
Let's go, Jan. Jan, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Michael?
Michael, I was inspired to understand more about the framework and the philosophy behind what you were talking about, and wanted to learn more, which was great. And the journey that you went on was part of the whole importance of, and the authenticity, as you said, of why this is important. So, great job.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Jan,
Thank
thanks.
you.
And
Thank you.
one word for how Michael made you feel, please, Jan.
Empowered.
Empowered, Bella Verita. We're feeling empowered. Yes.
Empowered. Let's go. Raj, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Michael, please?
So it was very powerful, but I was mostly intrigued. I wanted to basically know more about the details, how he could manage that, and how could I actually copy whatever he was doing. And that was my feedback.
Cool.
I would love to
So
actually do that.
Was the one word intrigued?
Intrigued.
Nice. Thank you, Iraj. Bella Verita, does that bring us to the man of the hour?
It does. It does.
Hello, hello.
Jason, your 30 seconds of feedback for Noi, please.
Noi, you delivered with confidence, passion, and contribution would be really the word that came to me. And I really felt connected with you. You had a mission of what you wanted to cause and the outcome you wanted to achieve. And stepping outside of your comfort zone is definitely what I saw and took away. But it didn't matter if you were uncomfortable. You delivered with poise and passion.
Beautiful. And what was that one word for you, Jay?
For Noi, it would be passion and
Passion.
confidence. Yeah.
Awesome. Passion, confidence. Jay, now maybe you know what time it is. Maybe you don't. But this is the time, Jay, and everyone, that Bella Verita turns the tables and puts me on the hot seat. It's Friday. We've launched like the Vision Year program. It's been a crazy week. But Jay, I think she will provide no quarter for me. So Bella Verita, are you going to be nice and soft and kind to me, please?
No, you haven't been very nice to me today, so we're going to stick it to you.
Oh, thank you. Yes, do unto others as they do not do unto you. Yes, please. Bella
Yeah, so Jason, everybody, this is the time in the show that I get to put my co-host on the hot seat in a scenario that he has no idea about, because I have been cooking them up as the show has been going on. Ultimately, Jason, you get to choose what scenario Sean goes from hello to yes on. You can change anything about any of my scenarios, or you can scrap them and come up with something much, much harder on your own. Would you like to hear what I have for today?
Yes, ma'am. Let's hear what you got.
All right. So option number one would be a reverse role play for Noi, going from hello to yes to create a partnership with Dignity Health. So that is option number one. Option number two is, I hear all these rumors that like Elon Musk is like burnt out and been all kinds of crazy. So I thought option number three is Sean could role play Michael, going from hello to yes with Elon Musk to sit down and have a consultation. So that is option number two. And then option number three, I was reading a little bit about Jan and her environmental impact. So I thought option number three is Sean could role play Jan, going from hello to yes with Mark Benioff, the CEO of Salesforce, to partner in a leadership conference that benefits the planet in some way. So those are my three options I got for you today, Jason. Any of those tickle your fancy, or do you have something much harder you would like to see Sean do?
Wow. Well, I'm just kind of looking at the room and reading the room, and it looks to me like Jan is ready. I see her nodding and jumping at it. So I think the room's going to speak that. So let's go with Jan option for this scenario. And don't go easy on him.
No, definitely don't go.
Thanks,
And so, Jason, do you want
Jan.
Jan to play Mark Benioff?
Yes, I love it.
So Jan, you're gonna play
Oh,
Mark
look at this.
Benioff. Sean, you're gonna play Jan, and you're gonna go from hello to yes with Mark Benioff to co-host a like let's go like public, I don't know whatever you call like an Aspire tour type thing, a public conference to raise funds for Business for Good for the profit and the planet.
Beautiful. And Jan, real quick, so business for good, if you give me like one more sentence, what's the outcome for business for good?
We are going to do wonderful things to save the planet, and we are going to do a whole bunch of different initiatives and projects all around to improve the community, improve health, improve the environment.
Cool. All right. Thank you, Jan. And hi, is Mr. Benioff available?
Yes, he is. You're talking to him, Sean.
Oh my God. Mr. Benioff, well, this is actually Jan. We had a 3-minute conversation scheduled for today. Is it still a good time for you, sir?
Yes, love to hear what you are interested in talking about, Jan.
Yeah, thanks so much. I really appreciate it. And Mr. Benioff, I know that you know who you are. I just want you to know that I know who you are and how precious your time is. And I'm incredibly grateful for this opportunity. I will keep it to our 3 minutes, and with 2.5 minutes and counting. Mr. Benioff, if I may ask, like, what prompted you to have this meeting? I know you have so many folks to talk to and that want to reach you, but what prompted you to accept this meeting with me?
Well, you probably know, Jan, I'm a real advocate for sustainability and climate. And through my companies, especially with Salesforce, I'm doing lots of cool things in technology to help move forward climate projects across the world.
Yeah, well, thanks. And Mr. Benioff, I even know that you have in your top 4 in your New York Salesforce building, you have 14,000 plants to have the air quality be better for your team. So I am present to it in so many beautiful ways. So from that place, Mr. Benioff, would it be okay if I share then a couple of quick things that may or may not resonate with you?
Yeah, I'd love to hear your ideas.
Yeah, thank you. So as somebody who is looking to save the planet, as you are, what I'm present to is there's actually how to do that. It's been the greatest mystery since humanity began, right? Mr. Benioff, your dear friend Tony Robbins, and many others have sought to put a dent in that. And dents have certainly been created, but what if we can go from a dent to actually solving it all? And with the advent of AI and where things are in the world, I think that's actually possible. So what my work in the world is, Mr. Benioff, is to do exactly that, to solve for the incongruities, the loss of value, the literal insanity that goes on in the world. If we simply, as Buckminster Fuller stated, if we simply came together to look at efficiencies, to solve the incongruities that Peter Drucker, right, the father of modern business and the MBA programs, talk about, we can actually do this. And I want to be that quarterback working with extraordinary humans like yourself. Now, people have fanciful visions, Pollyannic views, so it takes a lot more than a lot of well wishes. It takes a how to. So, Mr. Benioff, what I'm simply proposing to you is this. We have a 30-minute follow-up conversation with you or people on your team where we can blueprint the plan, the structure, the how to, Mr. Benioff, to create all these solutions. And I want to make it a no-lose situation for you. I know you're a dear friend of Tony Robbins. Maybe you know, maybe you don't. He's spoken at your company. But Sean Callaghan, who also Tony Robbins is called a dear friend, has actually believed so much in what I'm doing that if this is a waste of your time, Mr. Benioff, he'll donate $250,000 to your favorite charity for a half an hour of your time. I know your time is probably worth a lot more than that, but hopefully this becomes a not lose proposition to sit and go through an approach that is integrous, that is heart-centered, but it is masterfully how to do good in business and maybe, just maybe, put a bigger dent in the universe or solve it all. So, Mr. Benioff, how would it resonate with you or not, sir, to that 30-minute follow-up conversation with little old me? Please, Mr. Benioff.
I think that's an outstanding idea, Jan. And in fact, I'll give you more than 30 minutes. This is such an important topic. I'm going to bring a couple of my key colleagues along, and we're going to give you 60 minutes. And because we really want to do a deep drill and understand where you're going with this plan, because it's really, really critical over the next few years to take this on.
Mr. Benioff, I receive that with immense gratitude. Not only will I not waste your time, I am committed to having this be the top meeting you've had this year. That's a big statement, but that's my goal. And shall I set that meeting up, Mr. Benioff, with your assistant Tom, that set up this meeting for us today?
Let's get it on the books. Jan, let's
Awesome.
do this soon. Also let me know, Jan, who do you think are some influential leaders that I can bring to the table for you to really make this an even richer experience?
Yeah, I will do that. I'll have a list of 25, and with each of them, I'll have a benefit for them in their missions of getting involved. How does that sound, Mr. Benioff?
Outstanding, outstanding. So
Yeah,
exciting.
yeah. Well, have a blessed day, and we'll talk soon. Thank you, Mr. Benioff. Yeah.
Thank
And
you.
roll. Thank you. Great job as Mark Benioff. And all that's true. Mark Benioff conceptualized Salesforce and Tony Robbins' Business Master. They are, in fact, dear friends. And at Tony's birthday, Mark Benioff donated $1 million to help end sex trafficking and was there at Tony's birthday. So, Jan, thank you so much for all that you did in giving feedback today and the wonderful job as Mark Benioff. How did I do as you, first of all, in that role?
I was very, he is such a great leader. I've been watching him and around, technologies for many decades, and it was a great experience to role play such a great leader.
Oh, awesome. And how did I do as you? You did a great job as him. How did I do as you?
I aspired to be you as me.
And Jan, thank you. And how was your time today on the Heart of Influence, Jan? You did a wonderful job here today. How was
Oh,
yours?
thank you. It was great. And I was here for my good friend Noi, and I just want to shout out that she did an outstanding job. I'm so proud of her. And as her career has progressed, she's on her way.
Wow, that's
Thanks,
awesome.
Jan.
Let's go to Noi. Noi, thank you for being here. You did a wonderful job in that participant seat. I am very aligned with Jan's perspective. Great, great work. And Noi, how to do with Jan, and how was your time today on Jay's Heart of Influence?
I think you did a great job as Jan. Jan is very suave and has that knack to talk to people. I had a great time. This was so fun. It's my first time with the Unblind and Heart of Influence, and I absolutely love it. And I see it more in my future. And thank you.
Well, thank you for that. This show is one of the blessings from COVID. So we had a 1,300 person event to kick off Unblinded. I'm up there, blessed and privileged, 1,300 people, bringing the formula for integrity-based human influence forward, what you do with it, how you expand and grow our missions, how we stay in our hearts, how we impact humans and our self-mastery. Everything is flying, and then COVID shut the world down. And a lot of the meetings I've had in my life, knowing everybody, happened in a private room, the Capitol Grill, right here in Paramus. In fact, in 2018, 2019, I was their #1 client, bigger than Merck. And when this all happened, I really sat to innovation optimization. Like, what do we do to keep things moving forward? And I thought about this, that like all business is built on relationships. All relationships are built on shared experiences. So how do we create an incredibly efficient shared experience in our people's time where we can begin the process of relationship development? And now, much to the chagrin of the Capitol Grill, we do this, and I go there less, but I still go there a lot. So thank you, Noel, for participating in an innovation that came out of COVID. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Michael, really impressed. Love the energy, love the heart-centeredness. I just feel the authenticity of the life journey you're on. Congratulations on pulling the ripcord on something that wasn't working for you and recreating the path of your life. It comes shining through. Wonderful job in the participant seat. And Michael, how was your time today on the Heart of Influence J style?
First and foremost, thanks to everyone. And Sean, just for having me participate in this is such a blessing. What immediately comes to my heart is everyone here is blessed to be a blessing. It's as clear as day. And I just see God's economy working so strongly with these minds, these hearts, and these souls all interlaced. And what I'm going to refer to, I think it might be one of your terms, Sean, is an ecosystem merger. You got an eco merger of hearts, minds, and souls here, and it's just amazing. I can't thank you enough for allowing me to be part of this.
Michael, listen, I'm present to the amount of homework you've done. It is very impressive. People love to be seen, heard, and understood, and that is fully present. A wonderful job. And we say, like, people are like, what do you do, Sean? You know, you got all these companies and you own a law firm. So here's what I do. I masterfully and integrously collect relationships with people who can masterfully and integrously cause one word, and that word is yes. And of course, integrous yes, not just like pitch, hook, close, forced yes, yuck. But Michael, clearly you're masterful causing yes. And thanks for being here today.
Thank you. Thank you, Sean.
Okay, I'm going to turn it over to Belvrita, who this show would never be what it is without her. It was the real raw before, and it was in its infancy and the post-COVID innovations, and Bella turned it into the heart of influence. So Bella, please.
Thank you so much for that, Sean. And I'm going to go with the gentleman that we're going to be praying for the next 3 weeks, going into spine surgery. Jeff, thank you so much for being here today. And how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
Thank you. Thank you for your prayers and well wishes. And my experience today was wonderful. It was energizing. And importantly, there's a huge emphasis on being heart-centered and in moving with integrity and authenticity. I was also impressed by the amount of, when he was queuing you up, the amount of homework he had obviously done. I loved just Jan's, the breadth of her vision. And I'm very excited to see a rheumatologist in the room who does in fact has the specialty with the most important, the most expensive medications and often the most vulnerable population, as they are elderly and mobility challenged. And I think Noi is going to be a blessing to an incredibly under-resourced and vulnerable population, which is the aging, which is a growing population, and one that, as we move forward, we're seeing less and less funds go to. So I feel like this was an intersection of both heart-centered action and impactful visions.
Outstanding job. Felt the heart. So well stated, Jeff. And thank you for being here today on this fun Friday. Bella.
Next up, a woman that I'm going to take some tips from for the mat for our next wrestling competition. Trini, thank you for being here. And don't let Sean talk you into not showing me all the ways I can beat him. But how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence? You just want to unmute for us. She is looking for the elusive, why Trini's looking for the unmute button. Let's go. Dr. Arash, thank you for being here. And how was your time with us today on the Heart of Influence?
That was the first time that I was in Heart of Influence, and now I just understand why do you call it Heart of Influence. It's actually the best name that you could come up with. I was very honored to be in here, and I was blessed to be a part of Unblinded, and in particular with meeting peoples like Jason, like Jeff, like Noy, and Trini. So, and I would hope that I would be coming in here more and more in future.
All right. Yeah, thank you so much for that. And I, it feels weird to like bring it up, say it, but people use the word integrity. Like we have a definition of integrity. First, it's being fully transparent. Second, it's adding more value than you take. Third, it's when you say something works a certain way, like it works that way, right? Our cell phone is an integrity if it does what people say that it does. And Tony Robbins did say, and he's not a big edifier, believe it or not, he's really not, in front of a room full of people, his hand on his heart and his hand on my heart, that no one leads with more heart and integrity than Sean Callaghy. If you don't, it's up to you need to. And I only share that because people throw words like heart and integrity around, and our commitment, our standard is to live them. And a triple footnote is I totally believe it's okay to lie to people. They're like, wait, what? Yeah. So, like, I don't think James Bond and Batman were telling like Blofeld and the Joker the truth. So if people are behaving not integrously, we don't have any obligation to be transparent and tell people the truth. So I just want to like quick footnote that we teach people all these dynamics of human existence in like the real world of things. Right. So Bella Frida, please back to you.
Thank you so much for that. And then we got Trini. So Trini, just how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
It was very positive. I'm very surprised of all the spiritual aspects that everybody has with their journeys that they've encountered or on their way encountering. And I love that we have a choice whether we can take those experiences and turn them out as something positive or not. And I'm glad to see that like-minded souls have turned all of this into something positive, and then we carry that on to the patients that we encounter when they don't feel their best.
Amen. Well, Trini, thank you. Feel your heart. Congratulations on your mastery. And you could show Bella all the
Still
way.
working on it.
Let's go get it. So, Bella, does that bring us to the value creator of this beautiful moment?
It does. It does. And then I also have a moment from Leia, if you would like.
Oh, yes, Jay, please. Like Leia is our Act I agent. Bella Vrita, please. What does Leia have to say about the wonderful work of our participants today?
So Leia is our actualized intelligent agent that has been trained in the influence mastery formula that Sean created 27 years ago to win 2 top 100 national jury verdicts and raise tens of millions of dollars for charity. And so Leia has a couple pieces of feedback for Noi and Michael. And we'll start with Noi. You began with purpose and clarity, opening the call with your title and defined ask, admirable structure, and cold intro. Your intent to serve the frail senior community landed as an authentic, value-driven ad. But connection-wise, we started in contract, not conversation. No rapport, no emotional attunement, no relevance to bridge Bella's world or identity. The why you, why now was missing, meaning there was no context or contrast. Influence was wise. This was polite transaction, but not emotional resonance. Score 89 out of 130. And for Michael, you brought fire and transformation. It was real. There's a clear unique heroic identity, rich use of story, emotional language that stirred authentic resonance. Your reverse engineered results frame, unexpected and compelling, yet we drifted. There was no real pain or problem identified for Bella. We didn't connect your breakthrough to hers, and the AQ concept, while creative, lacked contrast. What problem does it solve that the EQ doesn't? You almost flew, but you didn't frame the world you're disrupting clearly enough. Score 104 out of 130. Time to dial the clarity into brilliance. The stage is lit, but the spotlight needs a focal point.
Well, excellent job, Leia, for sure. And Bella, with that said, Jay, thanks for everything, dude. For the value you bring to the world, the impact, the heart, the vision. This guy's like, hey, tell me what to do. We're doing it because I have a lot of value and service to bring to the world. Jay, please, your final on your Fun Friday Heart of Influence.
Fun Friday it is. I tell you what, Michael, I would jump out of a plane to follow you, and that may happen in a few months. I'm just putting it out there right now. But that being said, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here. Sean, thank you for your integrity, your influence, and your masterful delivery of the role play. Bella, your beauty and everything that you bring to this with your energy. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. And I don't think I've met Leia yet, but I want to get to know her a whole lot more because the raw authenticity that she brings to this Heart of Influence is definitely something I want to use moving forward. That is amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Jay. Beautiful, beautiful work. And Bella, you should thank me for making you so beautiful. And over to you for final.
I think my dad wants all the credit. My dad does take all the credit, gives no credit to my mom. He said everything from the neck up is his. So yes, I will let him know that. But thank you all so much for being here. It really has been an honor and a privilege to be here with each one of you today. And this is just the beginning of our relationships. We have some gifts in the chat for you and different ways that we can continue those relationships. So definitely check those out. Jason will make sure you have them as well. Because I promise, especially if you're in the medical industry, you kind of want to know Sean a little bit more. So definitely take us up on that. And thank you all for being here. And Jason, great job. And Sean, back to you.
Thank you for that. And for everybody, wonderful work today. It was a very heart-centered show, centered in and around the medical space. And Jay, thank you for everything. Yes, those gifts are there, but in all sincerity, those gifts are there for what we call GHICs, growth-driven, heart-centered, integrous people committed to mastery, like all 4 out of the 4, not 3 out of the 4. And there's like my flag in the ground in absolute integrity is unblinded is not in the top 10 ways I make money in my life. And in fact, I don't even take a paycheck. This is mission driven. It is a for-profit company, but it's mission impact driven. And I'm absolutely certain that there's no place on earth, because I've looked and wouldn't have created this unless I needed to, that you can create the yes acceleration. And in fact, today, just a little while ago, I found out actually during the show, Jerry Spence passed away at 96 years old. Those that know who Jerry Spence is, Jerry Spence was one of the top lawyers in the history of America and the dynamic of storytelling. He created this amazing influence camp. He wrote a book called, many books. One was How to Argue Win Every Time. And Jerry Spence was my introduction to what I would define, not his words, mine, heart-centered and integrous influence. And, God rest, Jerry Spence's soul, but the world needs to understand how to cause yes. And we just don't. And when I read that book, I realized how clueless I was. And then eventually I realized how incomplete it was, with all respect to Jerry. My life's work has been centered on how to bring the only human attainable superpower forward, the ability to cause yes, and no wish yes is the cause. So gifts are there, whatever that would be for you or not, great. And if we never meet again, we end every show by saying this. I may be physically blind, which I am, can't see a single thing in front of me. But to my soul, I am certain that the possibilities, not just for acceleration, but for exponential acceleration, sit right in front of all of us, right here. They once did for me. But with those possibilities to accelerate our financial abundance, our duplication scaling, our magic and impact sitting right in front of our faces, at some level, we all need a little unblinding. Because Bella Verita, everyone, at some level, we are all blind.
And just learning to see. Bye-bye, everyone.